First at 5 tonight, imagine having your lunch break interrupted by this. Now, would you still have an appetite? Maybe not.
Well, the owner of this truck does now have a story to tell, and he shared it with our Nicole Christine, who went to meet this adventurous reptile and share her journey.
Well, living in Arizona, you expect to see snakes, right? But you don't expect to see a boa constrictor like this lady, especially not on the engine of your truck. Check out this story.
When Aaron Ricks took his lunch break Tuesday, he noticed something dangling from the front of his car near the engine.
I thought it was a grocery bag or some sort of piece of plastic. Maybe I ran over something. So I walked back over to the truck to see what it was and was totally shocked to see this big old snake hanging down and looking right back at me.
A boa constrictor, believed to have made the trip to Scottsdale from the Mesa area with Aaron, now in need of rescue. So Aaron called the non-emergency police line, who then transferred him to Scottsdale Fire.
Dispatchers were hilarious. They were like, "Excuse me, what are you reporting?" And they said, "We'll send the fire department out." They came out, and I think at first they were very skeptical. They said they didn't believe there'd be a snake in the truck.
Workers at the Phoenix Herpetological Sanctuary say they didn't believe it at first either, but they were happy to take her in and lucky that she was doing all right.
A lot of times when animals go into engines, it's never good. You know, they get caught in a belt or they get, essentially cooked. So this girl is pretty unscathed. Maybe she has like a minor burn right here, but nothing too serious.
And now to find out where this snake belongs.
If there is an owner that wants to come forward and claim this animal, they will have the ability to reach out to us and we'll try and set something up. But otherwise, this animal will live the rest of its life either here, or if we can find it a home, we will try to adopt this animal out.
And while calling the local fire department is a great choice, you can also reach out to the Phoenix Herpetological Sanctuary's rattlesnake hotline, and that is another option to get these reptiles and other animals safely here, where they can be assessed and potentially adopted in the future. Reporting in North Scottsdale, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.
You decide tonight. Democrat Kirsten Engel has conceded the race for Arizona's 6th congressional district, down by Tucson, to incumbent Republican Congressman Juan Ciscomani. You can see he was leading here by 2 percentage points in District 6. This was Arizona's final U.S. congressional district to be decided, and despite Ciscomani leading by more than 6,800 votes at this point, the AP has yet to call it. On social media, though, Kirsten Engel wrote, "The voters have made their decision, and we must respect it. I will not be the next representative for Arizona's 6th congressional district. While we came up short, I couldn't be prouder of the work we've put in."
And in a statement shared to Fox 10, Ciscomani says he's grateful to be trusted with a second term. Remember, he beat Engel 2 years ago as well. And he says he's focused on securing the border, lowering costs, strengthening Arizona's water future, and more priorities for Arizona's 6th district. Quote, "Thank you for your support, your trust, and your partnership. Let's get back to work." Now, again, the AP has yet to call this race formally, but Ciscomani marks the 218th seat secured by the GOP. That makes Republican control of the U.S. House of Representatives official. And here in Arizona, the split among congressional members right now, 6 Republicans, 3 Democrats. A Fox 10 News alert, Sky Fox over the scene of a police presence in Phoenix. We don't know what all of this is about. This is at a Walgreens near 43rd Avenue in McDowell. Trying to make it out. Police have converged on this scene, and there is crime tape up. Phoenix police tell us a man was shot, transported to the hospital, and we're seeing all of that crime tape surrounding the parking lot as to what appears to be possibly a homeless encampment and a damaged SUV. We're working to find out more about what this is all about. And when we do, we'll certainly pass it on to you.
Another news alert tonight. A person is found dead inside a burning home. Mesa firefighters responded to the fire inside a mobile home this afternoon near Main Street and Alma School Road. Sky Fox was over the scene a short time ago, and investigators are still there as they work to determine who the victim is and how they died. New at 5, the city of Phoenix says shade during the hot summer months is a critical resource, and they believe we need more of it.
Well, that's why the Office of Heat Response and Mitigation is asking the council for $60 million to invest in creating more shade in the city. Fox 10's Ashley Rodriguez joins us live from council chambers with more. That's a lot of money.
It is. Hey guys, so city staff, they're really excited about this shade plan. They say they've been working on it for months now and trying to get city council to buy into it because they believe that this will help naturally cool the area during those hot summer months. And council ate it up. They voted unanimously 8-0 to approve this plan. And as you mentioned, yeah, $60 million, that's a big chunk of taxpayer dollars. But experts I spoke to say that taxpayers can't afford to not spend it. Climate experts say Phoenix has a fever. Depending on where you live, the city is getting hotter. All the concrete, roads, buildings, and cars are trapping heat. And tens of thousands of residents feel temperatures that are about 9 to 10 degrees hotter than the normal triple-digit summer day.
You're only going to continue to find hotter and hotter temperatures and potentially get to the point where it's unlivable to be in Phoenix.
It's why the city wants to spend $60 million on a shade plan that would include planting 27,000 new trees and building 550 new shade structures over the next 5 years.
Nighttime temperatures are increasing at twice the rate as the daytime temperatures. So if we can block some of that sunlight, that helps everyone.
They found that with the help of shade, what feels like 145 degrees in the sun is brought down to 115 degrees. Air temperatures of 110 would come down to 108, and surface temperatures of 130 degrees decrease to 110. The city wants to plant trees in playgrounds, parks, city-owned properties, public right-of-way spots, and private properties, with an emphasis on areas that are in medium to low income.
This is a good plan to put into place in order to bring down those temperatures in the portions of the cities that are most impacted by urban heat island effect.
Areas like Encanto and Camelback East have less trees, and as this eco-stress map shows, on a hot 106-degree June day, the surfaces in those neighborhoods registered at least 120 degrees. Trees can absorb sunlight, blocking heat from getting trapped in the concrete. They can also put water into the atmosphere through transpiration, a cooling process. Through interception, trees will trap rainwater in the ground, not only recharging the aquifers, but holding the dust down and improving air quality.
I do hope that having more tree cover will make the city more comfortable. Right now we have great tree cover in certain neighborhoods and others that really don't have a lot of trees. Tends to be wealthier neighborhoods because we love trees and the wonderful shade they provide. The whole city deserves that comfort.
One of the concerns that was brought up was all these new trees, 27,000. That's going to require a lot of water. So I asked the mayor about that, and she said they are only planting drought-resistant trees, and they are confident that they can maintain this for years to come. We'll send it back to you.
Okay, Ashley, thank you. The weather outside feeling a little chilly tonight.
Yeah, let's head over to Erica with more on that. Erica?
Yeah, we've definitely been seeing cooler weather throughout this November so far, which is just such a turnaround from seeing that record heat all the way through October. So temperatures so far, we're about halfway through the month, have been about 5 degrees cooler than normal in Phoenix. And we have been seeing slightly drier than normal weather as well. So it's just been kind of wild to see us go from one extreme to the other. Now, as we go into tomorrow, temperatures will be warming back into the 80s, which is going to be a warmer than normal day. And one of our only 80-degree days in November so far. We've seen 3, including tomorrow, and typically we see about 10, so even less than normal on that front. But the weather isn't going to be staying warm, so we are expected to cool right back down as we go into this weekend. Temperatures will be dropping back to the 60s by Saturday. So we're expecting that cooler than normal weather that we've seen so far to stick around through the end of the month.